Hi. Well, that didn't
Hey.
work out too well. I didn't have it on live, but anyway, yeah. Thanks to Arthur for his wonderful intro, and
Yes.
I got his outro. So yeah, he's really wonderful. So welcome everybody. Welcome to Letting Spirit Drive with me, Aley, and my girlfriend Marina from Heart Center Tarot. Thank you for being here.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah. So
Nice
yeah,
to see you.
it's been a while. It's been a while since we've done the show because
Yes.
you couldn't come last time, but we're glad everything's up and working perfectly for you now. I hope.
Up and working. Yes. Yeah. Over it. I think over the retrograde and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm glad to see the tail end of it.
Yes.
Go away. Don't bother coming back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've all had our share of weird crapola this past Mercury retrograde. And now we've passed the pink moon, which I believe was either last night or the night before. And so we are on our way to the tail end of wherever we're going to be going. But yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be past that retrograde. It's really interesting. My friend was telling me a story about how she was helping somebody get their travel to go somewhere. She was the one in charge. She said she'd help them. And the story she told me about starts and stops and changes and monies. And then at this point, this woman was in her 70s and she went snorkeling, got caught up in a stream, like a stream of and she nearly drowned. And I thought, oh my God. And it was all of that was during the retrograde, every single bit of it. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I really want to travel that much, not advised during that period of time, but yeah. Anyway, very, very scary. Yeah. So hello, Karen. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Edward. And we have Judy's here. They are. It's nice to see you, Judy. We got TW here and Polly and Mary and Carolyn and Peter. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody will make their way here eventually. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But yeah, it's all good. We appreciate you all for being here. And this month is my month. So Marina and I on now. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be on again with Arthur.
Yes.
So, yes. Oh, you've had a nerve-wracking day, Karen Doyle? Oh. Yeah. I understand. It's okay. You don't have to worry about spelling. Everybody thinks because I'm a professor that I read everybody's spelling and go, no, I hate grammar. I really am not I'm not a grammar Nazi.
Yeah. We can read that. We can remember we're psychic. We can read your thoughts.
Yeah. That's very true. And I did know this because I know Sherry and Arthur are on right now. So they'll be over when they're done. So yes, I do. Dawn knew that I wanted to go to a Banff and and that I had applied at University of Lightbridge, which is close to Montana. We'll see. Once they look and say, oh, this woman's 70. I don't know.
I don't. It doesn't feel like that would be something that they would overly concentrate on.
That's good. Yeah, because I know I had a friend in New Zealand, not Anne, but there was another guy, and he said that they're very discriminatory there about anybody over 40. And of course, the United States used to be that way and can be that way in some regard. But if you need workers, they're a little bit more generous with their doing
absolutely
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Edward said that we missed you and glad you got your text sorted. Yeah, that's nice, Edward. Thank you. Yes, Lethbridge U is very good. Good to know, Dawn. Good to know.
Yep.
And hello, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. Yeah, one of my oldest friends. Yeah, her son is at Lethbridge U.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's really good to know. Oh, so 70 garners respect. Well, thank you, Amanda. At least that's what we'd like to think. Yeah. And hi, Leah. It's nice to see you. And we have Lauren here and Linda.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
And yay, Marina is back in action, baby.
Oh yes, she is. Yeah. I see sometimes, yeah, this retrograde, I mean, yeah, it got me on my knees. It took names, it took out restraining orders, and it was a tough one. A tough one. But
that no amount of wine could cure.
no, no,
Yeah.
nothing. Nothing. Even sitting in the corner and crying.
Oh yeah. Been there, done that. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, wow.
Totally. But I've said before, and I'll say it again, Best Buy's Geek Squad.
Yeah, you had the best experience. So did you get a hold of the manager that you wanted to talk to? Were you able to do that?
No, okay. I have not. So I did call their main line and said, can you look at this? And they assured me that they would. So I thought, okay, well, tomorrow is kind of a free day for me. I don't have any shows, and I do have a massage booked. So before I go for the massage, I'll stop at the store.
There you go. There you go. Good for you. Good for you. We got some really good weather down here. Right now it's 66.
Oh, nice.
The sun's been out all day with a light breeze, and it's just beautiful. So I've been trying to spend a little bit more time outside if possible. And that's been nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hello, Suzanne. It's nice to see you. Yeah. There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah. We had Saturday night, it was snowing here. It was snowing. Now, the good news is that by Sunday, when I was going out to Terra Group, the weather was really nice, and whatever whatever was there, because there wasn't a lot of it, but it was looking out the window, seeing the snow, it was like, really?
The only time I really like snow, I don't like shoveling, so that's my biggest problem. But the only time I really like to watch it is like Christmas Eve. That's about my favorite. Yeah,
I know.
So other than that, I'm not too thrilled about it. So hi, Cheryl, and hello, J Cat Lady. It's nice to see you both. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and Diana's here. Hello, sweetheart. Yeah, it's great to see you. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Judith Anderson, lovely to see you too. Wow, everybody's sort of filtering in. We appreciate having you here. Yes, absolutely. So, yesterday I was on with I can't remember. Oh, it was the Crone Zone, I think, and almost everybody in my chat was from Canada. It was like Canada Day, and then somebody said, "Oh, it is." And of course, Canada Day, they told me, is July 1st, but it was Canada Day yesterday on this channel anyway.
That's all right. That's okay. Yeah. Don't mind that one little bit.
Yep. It was very, very nice. Everybody was great. You got snow like hail last week, Leah. And Edward says, you're in Northern California and it's still 83. Ooh wee. How beautiful though. Yeah. Northern California is my favorite part of California. Yeah.
Yes.
Anna is here. I think I said that already. Charlie and Jenny.
Yes.
And Jen. Oh yeah, let's Mary. We're gonna talk about that. That's a great question. There you go.
Yes.
And what's this? If you have a return for Amazon, you can get it wrapped and shipped free at Staples.
Yes.
Oh, I know that. Okay, that's good to know.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I know you can do it at Kohl's too. I think Kohl's picks it up. Yeah. Here.
Perfect.
Chandel is here, and Donna is here. Judith is a Canadian. Yes. Well, I did know that, Judith. You are from the other coast or over on the other side, I think. I think you're in Ontario. Yeah.
Close enough.
Close enough is right. Yep. So we got a question or we got a comment. Remember, letting spirit drive is sort of we got some things to talk about, but anything you want to ask is fine.
Yeah.
I do have that new deck that everybody's talking about or talked about called the predictions deck. which is an interesting deck. It's more about political and global stuff. Do you have it too, Marina?
No, I don't. But you know what? The last time someone, I don't know if it was you or Val or Sherry, was going to give me the author's name so I could look it up, because I have to order it directly from her site.
Yeah, she's in Australia. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Trisha, Trishe, and it's James, Jaimes. Yeah. And this is the predictions deck, but there's also a deck that I got, which is the like a detective one too. This one like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Now I have it written down.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, you're in Toronto, Judith. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Toronto is getting two of our very, very best anti-fascist Yale professors have gone to Toronto. Timothy Snyder and another guy. I just read his book, and they're very smart together.
That's hey, that's fine. That's fine. If you can, you can come up here. The only thing that we ask is, we might want to see your social media before we let you in, depending on what sites you visit. We, may or may not determine admission, but if you're not up there and stomping for Trump, chances are very good you're going to. Yeah.
And if they ask me about Mark Carney, I'm going to say, I love him. I'm here for him. Exactly. So I got this one in the mail today to read, The Tyranny of the Minority and The Twilight of Democracy.
Oh.
And I got, they're older books. The one I got that was on fascism, The Rise of Fascism, was actually out, I think, in 2020 or something. But it's not like the message that they have doesn't have the right information in it, because is what it is.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So what have you got to say here? You went to the doctor, super sleepy and a headache from infection, but you are improving. Jennifer was sending you lots and lots of love still. Yeah. You just keep taking care of yourself, girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Self-care is going to be really, really important for all of us going forward. And you're not being selfish when you do that. You absolutely need to do that. Put yourself first.
Yep. Absolutely.
Self-care.
Yep. And Judith, we love our Canadians. There's no question, honestly. And I remember even back in 1974 when I was up in the Maritimes, the nicest people that I've ever met. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. You go up to Newfoundland and honest to goodness, the first thing that everyone wants to do in Newfoundland after they say hello is you hungry? I can put on a feed of fish. Come on. We're going to, and they want to feed you.
Yeah.
They want to feed you. They want to take care of you. Honestly, if I think for most Maritimers, most Canadians, but particularly in the Maritimes, is if you could walk up to a stranger and say, listen, can
you help me out?
I need a cup of coffee. Have you got $1? They'll give it to you.
Yeah. Well, look what happened in 9/11 when the plane had to go. They had to land a plane on. Was it on an island? I can't even remember now.
It was in Newfoundland. It was in Gander, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And
people took in the passengers into their private homes. Yeah.
Yes.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So we got the Blue Origin crew viewing the Earth. So let's chat about that one for a few minutes. And I see that Mark, I can't find this. Where is it? Mark Breezeboy. It said over $1 million for an 8-minute flight. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I couldn't believe Lawrence Sanchez was on that. Someone said they all look like brown-haired Barbie doll, and they all had this blue outfit that was all tailor cut. I know.
Yes.
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was it just said that they had Karen Doyle, San Diego had an earthquake.
Yes, 5.2 today. I hope everybody's okay down there. I should get a hold of Deb Zacco because that's where she lives in that area. Hi, Rossi. Yep.
Hey.
And Mousy. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Cheryl says we're all going to end up crashing at Marina's. Yeah. Yep. We'll have a party.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
it's 6.0. I didn't know it was 6.0. And I heard Sterling say something about that we're going to get more. Did you hear that too? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is interesting. They were being strong for the cult. Because it's Bezos, right? Isn't Origin Bezos?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was. I get the 5 of Wands. Yeah. Let me on. I need to be on there. I need to Yeah. The internal. Everybody had to be seen to be there. It was. Yeah. Very much.
Yep. Yeah. I was surprised Gail King went. What's her face? Katy Perry, Gail King, Laura Sanchez, and I don't know the other ones. There were 2 more, weren't there? 2 other girls? Yeah.
Yeah. No, this was, you know what? Yeah, the 7 of Swords publicity stunt. That's what it was.
Sure it was. Sure it was. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just glad I'm glad it wasn't Elon because he's been sending stuff up and it's been like imploding as it goes. So I wouldn't be too happy about that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Mark Brisbois said that Aley and I were talking about this before the show. That it was Mark Carney who put together this buy bonds, sell the bonds, bring them to his bonds.
Bring that up about but I wanted you to see that your sweater or something behind it looks like you have a wedding veil on.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Marina didn't want to tell anybody, but she just left her wedding reception and said she'd come
to come here. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I'm in the bathroom.
She's so dedicated. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I was really glad when Marina told me that Mark Carney. Of course, Mark Carney is what? He's got a PhD.
He's a
from
PhD in economics.
Boy, oh boy, that straightened out. You know who? He changed his tune really quickly. I was concerned myself because I had some money in equities, and Keith said, "You got to get it out of there, and let's put it in some bonds." And so I did. And the next day, the bonds market started teetering, and Japan ended up selling U.S. Treasury bonds. And I guess China probably would have as well, or maybe some others. I don't know. Yeah.
They're for the longest time. One of the reasons that I think China was, and of course, entertainment purposes only, that China was able to get away with a lot of the things is because they did hold so much of the U.S.'s debt.
Yeah.
So, for Felon 47 to go after China, it's like, are you nuts?
No kidding. No kidding.
Shake your head. Do you hear a sound? Like,
yeah. It's empty.
Yes.
It is empty.
Yeah, exactly. And
You're
they
right.
could, China could come in and say, we're calling in the debt. Can't pay the debt. Okay, we start seizing assets.
Yes, and Japan holds a lot of our debt as well. Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
But apparently they made some trades or whatever, and that and he said it happened in 2008, but not to this extent. But it doesn't usually happen. But people are learning now, and if you've got Mark Carney, he's got some good cred. Why not? Right?
The guy knows money.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He is not a career politician. He's a money guy. He was the Governor General of the Bank of Canada and the bank in the UK, and that's what he does is finance. So yeah, you're going to pick a financial fight with the guy who knows finance.
Right.
Good move on your part.
Yeah. Not too swift. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Exactly.
So the other thing that is important to know, and you probably already do know, everybody, but when he started and stopped the first time, I think it was just before he bought them again. He went out and bought and did a lot of insider trading, and that's people are calling it. And Bobert did as well as others, Margie probably, but there is a 5-year statute of limitation, which I was glad to hear because TikTok, a lot of things don't get taken care of right away. So
absolutely.
Hey,
Maureen. Hey, Rossi.
Hi, Maureen. It's good to see you.
Hi to those who just joined us.
Yes. Thanks for being here. J Cat Lady's got a question for us to read on too. Let's see. I got to get back down to the bottom here. The White House. Oh, you're talking about Carolyn. Okay. Yes, we sure can, Donna. All right. Yeah, I know. Everything is just a mess. So Stevie Miller and Bondi, will they be prosecuted for what they did to the poor man that has been sent to El Salvador? Well, go ahead, Marina. Yeah.
I would like to see someone from The Hague. Go in. Okay.
I would too.
Yeah. Will they be prosecuted? The moon. Yeah. I think that they're, people are questioning. They're getting emotional. This is the lies that are coming out with that, and the way that they're trying to kind of, talk their way through. Well, it's not up to us. It's to El Salvador and blah, blah, blah. He wouldn't be in El Salvador if you didn't send him. Okay. So, let's just look at that. So I think that there is a lot of emotion, and the Seven of Pentacles, this, what is it that you want to achieve through this, right? You want to, do you want to be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history? Because you're going to end up on one side.
You will. It's very interesting here. And this makes complete sense because Bondi is a blondie, right?
Well, yes, she is.
She's a shadow ruler. Look at that. She's holding a lot of the cards. And look at her. The blonde hair just cracks me up. She's pushing the limits of, is not supposed to be doing this for him. The Justice Department is supposed to be an independent agency, as everybody knows.
Yes.
But it looks like there's Stephen Miller. The two of them cooked up this experiment or this test to see how well it would work. Now, Bukele, I think, is the El Salvadorian president. He was with Schittler today, and he said, we're not sending back anybody that's in a gang and this and that. And I'm like, he isn't in a gang, but he is El Salvadorian, and he was being held. The judge was keeping him here so that because he testified against some of the El Salvadorians. And I think that's what he means by that. But there's 9 people on the Supreme Court that said, yeah.
Exactly. And Trump is on record saying that, oh, yeah, I believe in the Supreme Court. Yeah. If the Supreme Court tells me to do it, yes, of course, I'm going to follow the Supreme Court.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's just it's just also ridiculous. Yeah. It really, really is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And before we move on to Carolyn Levitt, which is the blonde lady that she's the press secretary. I wanted to know if anybody saw the quote Easter message that the orange man left on Truth Social that ends up on all these other ones because they copy it and show it. but it was like this Billy Graham sort of thing. Oh, the love and hope of the resurrection of the Christ and the love of God in this season brings you joy and harmony. And then Susie Wiles wrote that sucker. It had to be her, because it couldn't have been him. He doesn't even know how to write resurrection.
No. And it certainly wasn't Melania.
Oh, no.
Yeah, where is Melania? Where?
They're pulling pictures out of other situations to put up because they can't find her. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So thank you for that one, J Cat Lady. That's awesome. Yep. Yes. Now we'll go to the one that Donna wrote. Can you pull some cards for the White House? That's Carolyn Levitt.
Yes.
I feel that after all this, she will have heavy metal issues. Isn't that funny? Because Marina and I just were laughing about it earlier, and I'll tell you what I said, because it's pretty interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What is she?
Oh. Well.
Yeah. She made a deal with the devil.
Oh, she sure did.
She made a deal with the devil. And you know what? She's at the point now that she is reevaluating. She's got to make a decision. Yeah. You sold your soul. And I think she's realizing that she sold it cheaply. Oh my God. The Eight of Swords. She's stuck. She's absolutely stuck. And I think that she is probably going through some things already.
Very true. So before I read what I got, which is pretty close to what you got, she wears a cross. It's a silver cross, and she always wears a fairly low, not low cut, but you can see the cross hanging there. And she never tells the truth. And I said to Marina, she's going, oh,
yes,
she's getting burned by it.
Yes.
Guess what? She's going to be replaced or exchanged. I love that. And yes, change is coming. Yes. So both of those, she made a deal with the devil and it didn't work out. It wouldn't surprise me if they put a man in there, a white, older man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you all know that I just found out that Peter Navarro was an author of a book on economics. Somebody found him on Amazon. I think it was Stephen Miller. And he called him and asked him if he would come and talk to the president. And of course, this was back in the first thing. Yeah. And he has no economic, nothing. He even made up a name of a guy that was supposed to be his mentor. And he took his name Navarro, his own name, and he made a name out of it. Like Ron Very or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh,
well, he would have that in common with Trump, right?
True. That's true. Yeah.
John, what was it? John Dennison or whoever he was.
Okay. Ron Vero. Thank you, Mark. Yeah. Yes. And the son-in-law found it. Okay. So Jerry found it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. She is young and she is tainted. But I told Marina, I found out that she's probably in her late 20s, early 30s max, and her husband's 65. So I thought that that happens, but I just thought it was interesting. Yeah. Yep. Hello, Roseanne. Nice to see you.
Absolutely. And I do believe that she has at least one child with that husband.
Oh, has she? Does she? Oh, I'm surprised.
I believe that she does. And I mean, imagine teaching what it must be like to teach your child to don't lie to mommy. Just tell me what happened. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Just a minute. No, the president didn't say that because blah, 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 blah. Don't lie to mommy.
Well, not only that, but she said the other day, don't make me mad. Don't make me say things that I don't want to say. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yes.
And yes, Edward, you're right. He's no Christian as far as that message. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
No.
Hi, Arlene. It's nice to see you.
Hello.
Wowie. So yeah, KK.
Oh, she's 27.
Oh, she's 27?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark says, yeah, she's 27.
Yep. Okay. Yep. And the guy's name that he made up was Navarro. That name. Yep. Thank you, everybody. I mean, I know I can't retain every bit of this in my mind, but I did know that I had it there somewhere. Yeah, definitely. You guys are great. You're getting pendulum hits. You're getting all kinds of stuff out there.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Yep. Oh, yes, he did. He used John Barron as a fake name.
Yes, he
it's
did.
Interesting. He named his son Barron after that.
Yes.
Yeah. So no, and no. Yeah. I don't know that I'd want to even be a grandmother that was taking care of a kid at over 65.
No,
I'm not. I don't have that kind of moxie, I guess is the best way to say
it. I don't have the energy. Honestly, I don't have the energy. You know, it's like, okay, kid, you may not need a nap, but grandma does.
That's right. That's right. I take my kids. I'm a dog grandma, so I'll take their. Yes. I can put them in a crate if I need to.
Exactly. Yeah, and you don't get anyone knocking on your door saying,
"That's right, you're being cruel." Oh dear. Yeah. So Denise is wondering, what are your feelings for the week coming to light? Danny Shea and I think something explosive is going to happen. Well, you want some explosive stuff? Guess who's dating Lauren Boebert, everybody? No other than Kid Rock, who is 66. Bobo is in her 30s, and he left his fiance for her. Dumb as a... They're both a box of rocks, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
So what are we going to say about what's coming up?
You know what? I think that an agreement that somebody made is going to backfire, and it's going to backfire in a very, very public way. And justice is going to be behind it. I don't be surprised if some of these people and some of the things that they are doing, we're going to have a chance to see universal justice taking care of it, like entertainment purposes only. But
right.
What would happen if this El Salvadorian president, as he's returning home, perhaps he doesn't land where he thought he was going to land.
Yeah. And the guy that firebombed Josh Shapiro's governor's mansion,
yes,
is a big MAGA person. And Trump was, what do you think about that? And he said, he's a very bad person. It looks like he just doesn't like anybody. Of course, you'd never say anything about him being. Wow.
No.
So I got here uprooted and taken out.
Yes.
And then I get energy weapon. Something big. Something big is big. Yeah, you do it, Leah. Take care, honey.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
While we're saying that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Yeah. Help us get the message out. Okay.
Yes, please. So yes, Trump had his physical, and it showed that in the notes, the doctor said the man is a phenomenal golfer and continues to win. This is in his physical notes. He did have a colonoscopy as well. But what this one was I forgot about this until he's got some ear scarring.
No.
Now that is a lie.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying that the 17th is something big, Denise, and is okay. A lot of people have said April. They really have in the past. Yes,
Yes.
they have.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that aren't really that happy that he's not supposed to do that to me. He's not supposed to tariff me. He's not supposed to. Can someone explain it? Somebody had written, I'm buying a car and it says I have to pay $77 in a tariff or something like that. And he said, can someone please explain that to me? Why would I have to pay a tariff? I voted for him. And then he said, anybody that says anything bad, you're going to be deleted. It's like, I know I wanted to answer the question, you know.
It is as stupid does. Yeah.
All right. So your pendulum says the 4th week. Yeah. Very true. Very true. Remember, everybody, it isn't just the figurehead. It's the whole enchilada. Yeah. It's the whole serious mess that we're in. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing. I mean, we can go on and on about the idiocy but it's just, as a matter of fact, there was a joke where this guy came on and he said, Trump wants his face on Mount Rushmore and he wants the Gulf of America and blah, blah, blah. And he said, next thing you know, he'll want to call Earth Trump.
Yes.
And that really hit the nail on the head, because that's what it seems to be. It's all this weird stuff.
Yeah. And don't forget, he is not smart enough to put all this together. He's dumb. Yeah. He's as dumb as a bag of hammers. Okay. Yes. Entertainment purposes only. And he's being told what to do. And he is. Now his mind body are so disconnected that he just goes, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, what? Yeah. And yeah, I'm sure that they're behind the scenes telling him that, oh, people want to hear what you have to say. They absolutely love you. They adore you. Look at all the people in the street. They're not demonstrating. They're rooting for you. And he just gives in to all that.
Yeah.
And spews whatever.
Easy to convince him. It is. And yet 36,000 people in LA turned out for Bernie and AOC. And last night he was at Coachella, I believe, 125,000 people.
Lovely.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? And yes, we were all holding our breath, Edward. But the Simpsons were wrong this time. That's very true. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
It's younger than he is.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Just because the man can sell something.
He can be a good salesman, or he wouldn't have had a lot of people even continue to stand with him and vote for him. But he didn't have 77 million or whatever. He didn't have that. Yeah. There's no way. There's no way. He's freezing $2 billion funding to Harvard. Yes, he does. Yes. The first thing you do is you go when in the fascism playbook is that you go after the intelligentsia, and you go after the physicians, the lawyers, the professors, and you get rid of those people because they know too much. They're smarter than you are, and so that's for sure. Yeah, they are, and he is following a script. You're right. They're absolutely right.
And, oh my gosh, Mary Thornberry, look at that comment that someone in Mega posted. Anne Frank is a fictional character. Oh.
Well, the other thing was that he himself said that the Nazis treated the Jews really well. They did feed them and provide them with a place to stay. So, this is so scary. It's just so scary. It's just awful. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely. You can't, what, the people who there's being ignorant, and then there's willful ignorance.
Yeah.
Some of those people are at the point now that they are willfully ignorant and simply refuse to see anything that doesn't mesh with their own views and and what it is.
You can't change their mind. There's no way. There's nothing that he could do that would change their mind. I really totally believe that now. Nothing.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
No, until yeah, and even on their deathbed, it's okay. Donald's coming to save me. I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Absolutely. Get me my DJT Bible and put on my shoes and my hat, and I'll be fine. Yeah. It's very scary. It's very scary. Carolyn, I'm sorry to hear your grandson has chicken pox. Peter says they don't need the shots. Fight. I told my daughter to get the shots for both girls and for the boy. I just, certain I guess Kennedy actually turned the tide and changed his mind and said, yeah, you really do need MMR. But how many died because of what he initially said, So
exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting your kids vaccinated is like buying house insurance or buying car insurance. You hope that you never need it. Right. But if you do, you're very grateful that it's there. So
that's the way I feel about my shingles shots as well.
Yes.
Shingles can be very, very painful and very hard to get rid of. And I'd rather take the approach where I'd rather not, if I can try not to get it, then I'm going to do that, So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Diana, there was a hot mic moment with 45 and the other president in the room making jokes about it ain't going to happen, that they will send back. Yeah. Yep. Because it's all a joke. It's just all a big joke. I think that, we should send somebody down there to get them. But he's actually saying now that he wants to know if he can send the people here that, for instance, hit a 90-year-old grandmother in the head with a stick or something. And he's giving all these weird things. And he's saying, no one's above the law, And I'm saying to myself, well, then you could go there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, this is a good question. Yeah, they aren't interested in the facts. You're right. Oh,
it is.
Wow. It is all about the money, Charlie. Everything is money. Everything. Yep. That's always been that way.
And Chandel, you know what? I think that, well, let me pull the cards and then I'll tell you what I think. Okay. King of Swords and the Eight of Cups. At this point, if Marco Rubio was to turn whistleblower and come out and say, here's what he did, here's how he did it, and so on and so forth, I think a large majority of people would absolutely not believe him. He has no credibility. So that, it even if he was to come out with the truth, he wouldn't be believed. Just
nobody is. I don't care who. Look at all the other people. General Milley, John Bolton, just all these wonderful and intelligent people, and they all have come out and said it. Just like right now, there's 600 federal judges asking for John Roberts to step down because he's not doing his job. But probably will never. It won't happen. It won't happen. So this is interesting. You know that he has been down to Panama.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm getting tsunami and rising water, but then I get mosquito airborne. I wonder if he's going to get, isn't it malaria? Is it malaria? Because he's full of all these corrupt dealings. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. Because we lost a lot of people when we went to Panama back in the 19th, early 20th century to put the canal in. They all died from that, or yellow fever, or something like that. Something with the flies.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I could honestly see that scenario that he goes out, he gets really sick. He realizes that yeah, he's not going to survive this. And then he says, okay, I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
And, he's looking for sympathy and there isn't any there. Like,
yeah,
sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And after I saw him in the room with Zelensky and how he acted, how he looked like a little boy and he had his head down. And I never could figure out why he picked him anyway, but he just has all these sycophants around that will do whatever he wants. And yeah, my son, when we were out to lunch yesterday, he said, I'm not as much mad at the Republicans as I am the Democrats. They're not doing anything either. You got Bernie and AOC and you got a few others and the rest of them are saying, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Not that I know what they could do. So I don't have an answer, but yeah. Oh, hi, Colleen. It's good to see you, dear.
Hey,
That's
Colleen.
great. We love having you here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, J Cat Lady. Oh, we can't talk now, can he? I know what you mean, though. Yeah, like hell, if he has a stroke, yeah, you can't talk. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I mean, I've heard this from so many people but I don't know if some of it is wishful thinking.
Yes, yeah, that's the hard one to know what is actually a message and what is actually this is the outcome I'm hoping for.
Right. Even when we read for ourselves, we can't do that. Yeah, we're not. But his dad was 95. So that would be another, oh my God, like 15 or 20 more years. Yeah.
Yes, but I don't think that his dad did a lot of the things that he has done.
Uh-huh.
And
no.
I mean,
that's true. That's very true.
He was a mean SOB. But I don't think that he kind of accumulated the karma that.
Yeah. I hear you. I do. Yeah. There's although he was not a nice person, I do know that. But Chandel, you got that he is getting paid by the Democrats, but it won't come out before removal of for you're talking about for Marco Rubio. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Look at this. This is incredible. One maggot posted he'd lost 80% of his 401k, and if he lost the rest, he'd still support. And that's why Jim Jones got people to drink the Kool-Aid, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's so scary. Yeah.
Why don't you, rather than wait until you lose it all, why don't you just take whatever is left over, just send it.
Send it to him. Yeah, there you go.
And be done. Be done.
That's right. Or go burn it in the backyard.
Yes.
Yeah. Because then you'd at least have a fire. Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. And that's okay. That's okay. You cannot. That is someone who is willfully ignorant. I can't feel sorry for you. I can't take you seriously. I can't save you, nor do I want to.
Yeah. Yeah. There is a percentage that will never learn. You're right. Yeah. Maybe they could not even figure out how to stop them when they had a long time. That's true. We had 4 years?
Yes.
And we had no way of doing it. Yeah. Oh Lord.
Okay.
I remember, and this was back in say 2020 or 2021, that somebody said there'll have to be camps that will work to help cult behavior, deprogramming camps eventually. And it doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Wow. Yep. Doesn't surprise me.
Totally.
Oh, wow. So, somebody said Sheila's here. Sheila's here too? It's good to see you. Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Yes.
Yeah. And Swampy, it's good to see you too.
Edward, are you leaving? Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thanks, Edward. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, 3. Yeah. You know what? a lot of people, I think, are hearing about the 3 days of darkness and are assuming the worst, that it's, it's the end of the world as we know it. I think that it could be 3 days of darkness, could be a solar flare that takes out.
There's a CME on its way, by the way. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it could take out the internet and access to certain things for 3 days. It could be that, we don't have access to, let's say, to our banking and communications and so on. And I had mentioned yesterday in the message that I sent out to my members, consider having, a few days worth of expenses in cash on you, or somewhere in your house, so that should anything happen and you can't access your bank account, that you have
some cash.
Yes. Yeah.
I know that we can't all afford to get thousands of dollars out, but
no,
have some cash available.
Yeah. Exactly. So, and I think Libby did a reading on that, and she said, there might be things happening, but it's almost like it has to happen, and she was feeling positive about the 3 days, and it wasn't it wasn't like what she had imagined it would be through the cards, you know.
And you're so right, Mary. Get yourself some food, some stores, some water, but don't go too crazy.
Exactly.
Because that happened during COVID. Remember, there was no toilet paper. People were flushing away towels and things. That was crazy. So I did get this on my Facebook, and I've written all over it, but it says here that the United States may cross the point of no return on April 20th. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody. It's just this posting that I got. I know that he has called on the military. He's written, it's something over the weekend. I saw it. He's calling people to the southern border, where he is saying he may do the Insurrection Act. And the Supreme Court has kind of given him that okay as well, I think, because they've said some things about it. Thank you, Carolyn. Oh, that's so sweet. But it says here that the military can be used against civilians, and we have to hope that people that in the military, that they'll look at the Constitution and say, that's who tells me what to do. I don't know. Protests may be provoked and used as a false pretext for crackdowns. Militias like the Proud Boys may be also given deputyships. And it says here, opposition leaders, journalists, and so on could face arrest, and elections may be postponed. And so it's very important, if everybody here in the United States, and they're actually doing it all over the world, I believe it's this weekend, there's another hands-off sort of. If you can't go, you can't go. But, if you can, then you just go to your local, whatever in your little town, and you can see. It says we must act now. We must all get together, because we're the ones that, and that's what I got here. I got urgent, act now.
Yes.
And because we don't want to be taken by force. But I do also get a scientific breakthrough, which doesn't really make any sense with the other two cards. But again, it's what is the word I want to say? It's preparation is the key, I guess. That's yeah.
That way you can't be too surprised. And for those of you who have kind of listened to me for a good long time, you'll remember that on more than one occasion in the past, I have said that people are waiting for the midterms to make changes in the midterms, And after he was reelected, I said, you may never get an opportunity to vote again. And I wasn't joking.
Yeah, I know you weren't.
I wasn't joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and we don't want to be the ones that, oh, the sky is falling. But at the same time, we all need to be prepared. We just need to be prepared. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's vital.
Yeah. Do things to help you along the way now. Don't put things off. Don't wait. Oh, well, I've got until next year. No, act now. Act now.
Yeah, it's so important, whatever it is, whether it's making preparations or it's having some cash or it's having some. I mean, I went out and bought a 25-pound bag of jasmine rice. And I got beans. I can eat rice and beans. I'm fine with eating rice and beans. But, I may never need to. And, okay, I'll just eat. I'll eat it eventually. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Exactly.
So, Cheryl, you're understanding the planets will be a little screwy. They've been screwy for quite a while. That's true. That's very, very true. But just be judicious and recognize that. I've always heard this anyway. I remember when reading somewhere where we used to use the telegraph back in the 19th century, and it got knocked out by something like sun flares or whatever it was. And we were out, oh God, I don't want to say 2 years, but it was a long time. I can't remember exactly how long it was. If we get our cell phone coverage and our bank ATM machines and all that stuff, if that gets knocked out, we're just absolutely going to be needing to have thought about it. Beans, rice, and oatmeal. There you go, Mark. Yep, that's a great idea. Yeah. Thanks, Mousy. Take care, honey. And we do know this. Yeah. And it's the 20th. Is it the 20th or the 30th? The 30th anniversary of Oklahoma City bombing. And it was also Waco was before that. That's what instigated the other thing. But yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't surprise me. So especially you people in Texas, be prepared. Yeah. Absolutely. You have your TV antenna up just in case. I don't know that it can still get a signal, can it? Yeah. It was 1859. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes, bottled water. Absolutely. The other thing you can do is if you have an extra bathtub and you're going to lose out on water, you can fill it and you can always, use it for washing and other things. Give them a Oh, hi, Bobby. So now you're Wild Raven. Ooh,
nice. Okay, I'm going to make a note of that.
Wow. Yeah, that's fabulous. We're glad you're here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else here. I think we pretty much covered what we were going to cover. We got a couple minutes left. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. It went pretty fast.
You're having fun.
Yeah, it does.
Totally.
What are you up to, Marina? What are you up to on your channel this week? You're not doing anything tomorrow, you said, right?
Yes, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. It's self-care day.
All right.
And on the 16th, we've got Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and it's actually going to be on Val's channel because she and Sherry switched. Yep. And then Thursday is Messages for Lightworkers. And then on Friday, Aley is going to be joining me for a story in the cards. I hope that we're going to have something to read on.
Yeah, I don't know, Marina,
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing going on. Yeah.
It is so dull. And then the big thing is April 26th. It is the 6th Shine Your Light event. So make sure that you check on my channel. I'll be posting up information about that. And it's just it's a great 4-hour event that you can join. You can feel good. You can spread the positivity, the love, and whatnot. And collectively, we send out good
Perfect.
energy to anyone who
That's
needs it.
right. It's such a wonderful show that she hosts all the time. Yeah. Oh no, you're not doing she's not doing Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Sorry.
No, it's on the 22nd.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
Taco Tuesday is on the
Tuesday
22nd.
on the
And I'm
22nd.
looking forward to that. Yeah.
I bet you are. I bet you are. On the 26th is a Saturday. Anybody interested in learning about Pam Drinnan's calibrations? We're going to be meeting at 4:00 of Pacific and 7:00 Eastern time, and on Zoom. And yeah, looking forward to it. And we initially said $50, but if people are having an issue with that, a donation is fine. Just let me know.
Yep.
Okay, because we understand times are tough. So
exactly, and it's a good thing to know.
Yeah,
it's another tool that you can put in your tool chest.
That's right. Yeah,
and
it's wonderful.
Use as you need to. And what have you got coming up, Aley? I'm noticing, man, every time I turn around, you're on there doing a show with somebody.
Well, yeah, I've been doing some interesting pre-recordings of some topics that I've wanted to do for a while, and also been using the shorts out of shows. And I did one from our show with the Mystical Sisters the other day, and I'm getting a lot of extra hits from that. It's really nice.
Perfect.
So yeah, I appreciate all the new people that are joining and coming and seeing me. And maybe I'll knock on wood, I'll have maybe 6,000 people maybe by the end of next month. We'll see.
Why not? Absolutely. Put it out there. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Bring it in, folks.
Bring it in. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being with Marina and myself. We love you, and much love. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Thanks again. I'm gonna sign us out. Here we go.